So in 1999, I met this girl. She was amazing, beautiful, smart, driven, hardworking. But there were a few little problems with that. Okay, first of all, me liking her was quite inappropriate, seeing that I was engaged to be married, and she was dating the guy that lived next door to me and my fiance. What can you do? But I was in a different place back then. Little bit of a wild boy, bad guy. So every time I speak to her, she would look away. And I asked her why, and she replied, "You scare me." And from there, I didn't even know what to say. I just let it go. So fast forward 8 years later, I see this girl again. I'd never forgotten her. Always had a crush on her. Always wondered what happened to her. Because by then, I had been through 6 horrible relationships since our previous encounter. I go visit my best friend Michi, and he's dating her best friend Blonde. And guess who I run into? Now, I had never stopped thinking about this girl. I had never forgotten about her. I had always wondered, where she was, what happened to her, and would I ever get a chance to see her again? Well, here was my chance. And guess what I did? I froze up. Yeah, I freaked out and froze up. And every time I spoke to her, my voice would get like really high pitched. It would get really high pitched, and I would lose my composure. And the weirdest thing about it is I'm very good at talking to people, especially women. And with this girl, I unravel every time I was in her presence. So, because I was too chicken to say, "Hey, would you go on a date with me?" I went to Blonde. I said, "Hey, could you tell Kalima that I'm really liking her and I would like to take her out maybe sometime or whatever?" And Blonde, of course, said she would, but did not. And so another 3 months passed by. And within that 3 months, I saw her several times, and I couldn't say anything more than hi, like a dumbass. But things eventually worked themselves out. So what happened was, Michi and I were riding around, and Blonde called us over to her mom's house. They were having a little get together, and I went over. I told him I didn't want to go over there, and he's like, "Well, Kalima's over there, and tomorrow's her birthday, so this is your shot." And I went, and when I got there, I saw her, and I froze up again. Yes. So I bumped Blonde. I said, "Man, did you ever tell her what I said?" And she said, "Okay." Yeah, I told her, but she said that if you want to talk to her, then you would have to come and talk to her yourself. Jeez, really? No. anything but that, right? I'm like, anything but that. But I grew some nuts, manned up, and I approached her and asked, could I talk to her outside? So we stepped outside, and I walked her to her car because she was on her way home. She had to work in the morning. I would really like to take you out for your birthday. And my tone got really, really squeaky. Like really, really squeaky. And I couldn't make eye contact. And I was fiddling with my hands, and my body language said, "Shy little boy." Really, it did. But to my surprise, she found that adorable. And she said yes, I could take her out. That one moment of courage for me has had a lasting effect. Needless to say, Kalima and I have been together, inseparable, ever since that night. She's the love of my life. She's my soulmate. She's the mother of my children. She's my future wife. I love her to death. And every decision I've made since that moment has been based around us instead of me. She saved me from myself. She saved me from the streets. She's everything to me. And I love her to death. And looking back, I wish I had said something sooner.